Ever thought of cooking the perfect beef Wellington? Today, you're in for a treat. Imagine a succulent beef tenderloin wrapped in a thin layer of prosciutto, smothered with a rich mushroom mousse, and tucked into a golden puff pastry. This gourmet dish, often reserved for special occasions, can be easily recreated in the comfort of your own kitchen. The main players in this culinary masterpiece are a high-quality beef tenderloin, prosciutto, earthy mushrooms, and puff pastry. And while the ingredient list might seem a bit intimidating, don't worry. As usual, all ingredients and amount are listed below. Here's what you'll need to get started. For this exquisite beef Wellington, gather 4 6-ounce beef tenderloins. You'll also need prosciutto, about 16 slices. Next, you'll need 2 sheets of puff pastry, thawed so they don't break, but will require them to be very cold. Also, 2 egg yolks and 2 tablespoons heavy cream. Next, for the mushroom mousse, we'll need mushrooms, about 12 ounces finely chopped. Then we'll need 2 tablespoons butter, or you can substitute with cooking oil. 1 shallot finely chopped, 1/4 teaspoon salt and pepper. Next we'll need 1 tablespoon tarragon leaves. We'll also need 12 ounces of chicken, chopped into around ½ pieces. Next, 2 tablespoons heavy cream, 2 egg whites, and finally 2 tablespoons cognac. If you don't have cognac, substitute with additional heavy cream. Now for the sauce, we'll need 1 tablespoon butter. Also, 1 large shallot finely chopped. Next, 1 tablespoon tarragon leaves along with 1/4 cup red wine. A Madeira or port wine will work great. We'll also need 12-ounce beef stock, 2 tablespoons cold water mixed with 2 teaspoons cornstarch. This will help thicken the sauce. Finally, 3 tablespoons butter and 1/4 teaspoon salt. And that's it for ingredients. Remember, the secret to a perfect beef Wellington lies in its preparation. So take your time, follow these steps, and you'll be on your way to creating a culinary masterpiece. Ready to get cooking? Now it's time to bring together these ingredients. The first step in our culinary journey is to sear the beef. Begin by searing your beef. We are not looking to cook the beef, only to sear the outside. This not only locks in the juices but also gives you that coveted caramelization. Let's start by heating a pan over high heat. Once it's nice and hot, place the beef tenderloin in the center. Ensure each side gets a proper sear, aiming for a beautiful caramelization. This step is crucial as it provides a depth of flavor that will permeate through our entire dish. Once our beef is beautifully seared, it's time to let it rest. While it's resting, let's proceed with the mushroom mousse. Start out with sautéing the shallots. Add the butter or cooking oil and add the shallots to a pan. Next, add the finely chopped mushrooms. We want to get rid of all the water from the mushrooms. Add salt to the pan to help reduce the water. Once the water has been removed, put all the shallots and mushrooms into a food processor. Also, we're going to add the chicken breast cubes as well as the tarragon and salt. Be sure to process the mixture very well. We want a smooth consistency. Add 2 tablespoons heavy cream to help blend everything together. After mixing around 15 seconds or so, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cognac. If you don't have cognac, substitute with additional heavy cream. Process a little more and now we add the 2 egg whites. You should now see a very smooth consistency, easy to spread, and refrigerate once done. While that cools, we'll prepare the steak sauce. In a saucepan, add butter, 1 large chopped shallots and tarragon. While cooking on medium to high heat, we'll add the red wine, bring this to a boil. Once at a boil, we add the beef stock. As that cooks, we'll bring out the prosciutto as well as the mushroom mousse we had in the fridge. Lay around 3 pieces of prosciutto in a T shape and add some of the mushroom mousse. Next, we'll add the beef fillet and add mushroom mousse on top. Next, we'll wrap the prosciutto tightly around the beef fillet, making sure to remove as much airspace from inside and wrapping the entire beef fillet. Now place in fridge for 45 minutes. Now, it's time for the puff pastry. For the puff pastry, handle it with care. It should be thawed but still cool when you're ready to wrap your beef. Make sure your beef fillet wrapped in prosciutto is fully covered with the puff pastry. Be sure to remove as much air pockets as you can. Now it's time for the egg wash. Don't add water to the wash. Once you have fully covered it with egg wash, place in fridge for 30 minutes. We'll repeat the egg wash a second time, but this time we'll add 1/4 teaspoon heavy cream. Now apply a second coat of egg wash. Once that is done, we're going to poke a hole on top and make a few slits around the pastry. And there you have it, your beef Wellington is ready for the oven. Now it's time to put it in the oven. Heat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a meat thermometer to see when internal temperature reaches around 125 degrees Fahrenheit for medium rare. Adjust to your own rareness. Once temperature has been reached, remove and let rest. Next we'll finish the sauce, mix the cornstarch with a little water, just blend and add a small amount to the red wine sauce to thicken it a bit. Now turn heat off and add 3 tablespoons butter and blend all together. Finally, you're ready to plate and add the sauce either on top or at the base. We've journeyed from selecting prime ingredients to presenting a dish fit for any special occasion. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please be sure to subscribe to the channel to get future notifications, and don't forget to like the video. Happy cooking!